You welcome back to Serena Academy. In today's episode of my video, I'm going to be explaining to you about light energy. Now, I'm going to be telling you some frequently asked questions on this topic as consigned to Jamb syllabus. Thank you so much. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also click on the like button to like my videos and share with your friend. Thank you. Let's jump to the class for today. Now, we'll talk about light energy. Now, light energy is an example of a radiant energy which can only be detected by the eye only. Now, you see, this light energy are produced from different points. The point at which light energy can be produced is what we call sources of light energy. So now there are two different sources of light energy. Now we can have the luminous source of light energy. We can have the luminous source, and we can have the non-luminous source of light energy. Now, when we talk about luminous source of light energy is of two types. It is classified into the natural luminous and the artificial luminous source of light energy. I'm sure that you're following up what I'm trying to do to you today. Thank you. Let's jump out, continue. Now you see, when we talk about luminous source of light energy, the word luminous is gotten from the word light. Luminous source are sources that can produce light energy altogether. Now, these sources might produce light energy by themselves, or they are being produced produce light energy by the help of a cell batteries altogether. So that's why we classify the luminous source of light energy into natural source and artificial source. So when we talk about natural source, natural luminous source of light energy are sources that produce light by themselves without human intervention. Example of this natural luminous source of light energy are the sunlight. Now, the light from the star is also what natural luminous source of light energy. We can also have, there is a fly which is known as firefly. Now, this fly can also produce light energy by itself. So, each of these are examples of luminous source of light energy. The sun, the star, the firefly, they are natural luminous source of light energy. Now, when we talk about artificial, we use something that's artificial. Sources are sources, as you also know that human being, when God created something, human beings will surely try to create their own God's creation, but we might not be perfect as God. Now you see, artificial sources are sources of light altogether. They are sources that are being produced by man-made altogether. Example of all these sources, we can generate sources for your lamp. The light from the lamp is an example of artificial source. Lamp. We can have your torchlights. My torchlight is like artificial bulb. We can also have an electric bulb. Electric bulb produces light, and they produce light, but their own light energy is artificial. I think we are grabbing this. We can also have multiple examples of these artificial sources of light energy. You can try to browse more on that, because your questions they are going to be differentiating this for you. That's what I was asking you. Now, talking about non-luminous, the word non simply means they are sources that cannot produce light by themselves, but it depends on the light that is being produced by other sources like luminous. Now, all these non-luminous sources, one of the greatest examples of non-luminous source, we have the Earth. The Earth is a non-luminous source, and also the Moon. The Moon is a non-luminous source. You see, Jamb is going to confuse a lot of students concerning this. Now, we knew that at night, Moon produces light, but Moon does not produce light by itself. Moon stores light energy from the sun. Now, the light energy that is being stored from the sun, Moon is going to produce it back at night to us. So, Moon is a non-luminous source of energy, not a luminous, because you are seeing light from it. Doesn't mean that it's a luminous source of light energy. The same thing applies to the Earth. The Earth is not a luminous source of light energy. They are all non-luminous sources of light energy. I think I'm able to explain this in a simplified manner for you If you see this question in your next Jamb, please know how to differentiate them to answer them perfectly. Thank you so much. Now, another thing I'm going to be jumping to for today is light energy must pass through a material. There are some materials that allow light energy to be propagated. So we're going to be talking about different kinds of material that can be used to propagate light energy. Are we together like that? When you hear the word propagation in physics, it simply means movement. So we have different kind of material that can be used to propagate light energy. Now, take a look at this. These materials are of three types. Number one, we have what we call the transparent material. Number two, we have what we call the translucent material. And the last one we call it the opaque material. Jamb is going to be testing your knowledge on these three types of material. So when we talk about transparent materials are materials that allow light waves to pass through them completely without a single absorption. Please take note of that. They allow light waves to pass through them completely without a single absorption. An example of this material is your glass. Your glasses are transparent in nature. Are we together? So now, but when we talk about translucent materials are materials that allow light waves to pass through them but absorb the light. The light is going to enter through them, but the light is going to be absorbed completely by the material. Example is the wax. Are you getting what? We can also have some plain sheets like your papers. Papers can also do the same thing. Papers are also in kind of translucent in nature. We can have the toilet roll material. Toilet roll is an example of translucent material. Now, talking about opaque materials, what is the meaning of opaque? Now, opaque materials are materials that does not allow light waves to pass through them. They block the passage of light, just like in electricity. In electricity, we have two different kinds of material that can be used to propagate electric current. One of them is known as a conductor, and this other one is also known as an insulator. We know that conductors allow the passage of electric current through them. They can propagate, they can make electric current to move from one direction to another direction. But insulators are materials that does not allow the passage of electric current through them. These are what we call insulator. The same thing applies to light energy. The transparent material is going to allow light to pass through them completely, while translucent energy is going to absorb the light energy. But the opaque material does not even allow the light to even enter through it. It blocks completely the passage of light. All together. So that is that for today. I won't be looking more than this for today. In my next video, I'm going to be showing you the propagation of light energy itself. How is it being propagated and what are the effects of propagation of light energy? Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also like my video. Thanks for watching.